We are on. Hey guys, my name is Jonathan Henderson. We're Pressure Washing Marketing Pros, and today I have the honor of being with Courtlen with Instant Clean Power Washing. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. What about you?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Always nice to talk to you. So today what we want to talk about is a little bit about, Courtlen's business, his power washing business, his experience working with us, and some of his biggest troubles with, when he first started his power washing business. But before we get started, man, tell us a little bit about your business and when you started all of that.
Well, I started back in March of 2020. I was a full-time police officer. So I actually resigned from my job in February of 2020. And I started, pressure washing. Um, I had no idea that COVID was going to hit, you know. So that made things extremely difficult. What I'm saying, during my first year or whatever. I service Metro Atlanta. We offer, residential, commercial, concrete cleaning, rust removal, things like that.
All right then, man. So you already touched upon it already. What was your biggest struggle when you first, specifically when you first started your exterior cleaning company?
I would definitely have to say marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, marketing and just figuring out how to get customers. You know what I mean? Because like I did Facebook ads on my own. I didn't really know a whole lot about Facebook ads or Google ads. I kind of just watched YouTube and set them both up that way. And I did not get not one lead, nothing. So so I just happened just to be scrolling around, on Facebook. I'm in a lot of pressure washing pages. That's how I came across Jonathan. I searched for him on Google, saw his YouTube videos, watched the video like how I'm doing now. And I just contacted him and went from there.
Hey man, that is good to hear. That is good to hear. So when you first started, what was like your main way of acquiring jobs? And even if it's just 4 or 5, you know what I mean, every 2 weeks or whatever it was, what was most effective for you just to kind of get your feet wet with pressure washing?
Well, the most effective way for me during that time
Working with
was,
say, my bad. I'm sorry to cut you off.
what you say?
Before you started working with us, I'm sorry. Like,
Oh,
most effective way?
okay. Well, just door knocking.
Door knocking?
Yeah, I would go knock on doors. I was a little hesitant with it at first because, like I said, it was COVID. So, you know what I mean? So I'm sure, people didn't want other people, around their house or around them at all. And, fortunately, my aunt, she's a realtor. So she would, throw me leads and stuff like that. So between door knocking and having her help, but, it was only like you said, just like 3 or 5, maybe a month or something like that. It wasn't enough to keep me steady.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely understand. I definitely understand. So now that you've had the opportunity to work with us at Pressure Washing Marketing Pros, what has your experience been like?
It's been great. Yeah, it's been great. I think we started the beginning of May till now. So I don't have like 37 leads. I've been busy. I've been busy 7 days a week. I'm not complaining. I enjoy it. So, and I'm glad that I got in contact with Jonathan. It's been really, really great on my end.
Hey man, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. And don't shortchange yourself, man. Don't shortchange yourself, man. It's actually been more. I think we got about 50, man, about 50, 60. You know what I mean? So like I said, I hear him on the phone. Courtlen answers the phone whenever he needs to answer. Like I said, he's prompt, he's swift with all of that. Like I said, because we record all the phone conversations for all of our clients. And like I said, he generally gets to about 95% of people while having a full-time job, right? Like, with the police stuff. So segueing into that, man, what is your goal, for your pressure washing business going into the future?
Well, my goal is to hopefully to be in a position within like 2 to 3 years where I can leave my full-time job and go full-time with pressure washing. Hopefully have another truck or two on the road, a couple employees. So that way, like I said, I've busy businesses coming in. So that way I can be in one place, be in more than one place at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to go full-time in about 2 to 3 years.
Hey man, and that's fine. A lot of people think that whenever they're doing, and investing in this type of marketing, right, like Google ads, when they have, full-time jobs, whatever it may be. And like I said, you do service work, man. You're a police officer. Like I said, thank you for your service, brother.
I
But
appreciate it.
but even with that, it's just one of those things that people always have this idea of thinking that they have to go full time immediately, right? You know, but if you have the bandwidth right now to go ahead and establish your brand, to go ahead and try other kind of marketing materials and to know your market very well. I mean, it's the same thing that I tell people all the time when I talk to them. A lot of these guys want to go ahead and jump into pressure washing immediately. You know what I mean? Quit their job, jump into it. And I'm like, yo, man, how long have you been, you know, doing this? And they're like, I've been doing this for about 3 months, man. I quit my job. I did all this. I'm like, dude, you don't even know your seasons. You don't have an established customer base. You don't have any of this, right? So I still think
Mm-hmm.
what you're doing. I think that, you know, we could, you know, what you're doing, if that's what you're comfortable with that kind of stuff, then do that, right? You're still getting leads. You still have the capacity to, you know, to provide a good service for your customers. And, you know, like I said, and still serve your community as well, man. So I definitely applaud that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem. But is there anything else you want to tell the people, man?
I highly recommend if you guys are looking for a marketing company, definitely contact Jonathan. You know, he's the guy when it comes to pressure washing and Google ads and everything. So I definitely recommend you get in contact with him.
Hey, man, we appreciate the kind words. And like I said, I really do look forward to your growth in the future, man. When it comes to your pressure washing business, I already know you'll have some great things coming for you, man. But other than that, though, guys, we are off. Thank you for watching the video.